Hi, friends. Do you remember me? My name is Believer Buffalo. My name used to just be Buffalo, but now it is Believer Buffalo. I will tell you why. I used to go through my life as a buffalo, just trying to live life each day on my own. I tried to do everything myself. Even when life was hard, I tried to get through it all by myself. But guess what happened? I couldn't do it. I could not do things on my own, and I really needed help in getting through some hard things. Then a friend told me about Jesus. And the more I heard about Jesus, the more I learned that Jesus is a real life superhero. A superhero because Jesus saves us from a hard world. I hope you guys believe in Jesus too. And that reminds me of a story. A story about facing something hard. Do you want to see the story? Okay. In a peaceful meadow, some animals lived in peace with each other. They were happy. But one day, a giant zebra named Goliath began to frighten everyone. Yikes! Now, instead of me telling you more about it, just watch nicely as some other friends show you the story of David, the brave shepherd bunny, and Goliath, the mighty zebra. Listen up! Who dares to challenge me? I am Goliath, the mightiest zebra in the meadow. Send out your bravest animal, and we will battle them to decide the winner. No one can beat me. Ha 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 ha. My name is Leo the Penguin, and I am king of our peaceful meadow. But I fear that Goliath zebra. I don't know what we're going to do. Who will fight that big zebra? We need a hero. Please, will anyone be brave enough to fight that Goliath zebra? I am David, the bunny, and even though I am small, I normally only shepherd sheep in the fields. But I will fight Goliath. What? You, David the shepherd? But you're just a little bunny. You spend your days watching sheep in a field. How can little old you fight that Goliath zebra? I may be small, but I've protected my sheep from lions, tigers, and other dangerous animals in the fields. The great Spirit of God has always helped me and will help me now too. Because of God, I can be brave. Well, very well, if you really want to. May the Spirit of God be with you. But before you do, take my armor to help protect you. It is big and strong metal armor. No thank you, King Penguin. I can't fight in your large armor. It is too big and uncomfortable, and I'm used to not wearing any when I protect my sheep in the fields. Instead of your armor, I'll use my sling and 5 small pebbles. Pebbles are just little rocks. I'm ready now, so you better get out of the dangerous battle, Penguin, and watch what happens. Am I a joke to you? You, a little bunny, am going to battle me with some teeny weeny pebbles? Come here. Come here and I will make a meal out of you. And I'll call it bunny stew. Zebra, you come against me with your strength, size, big teeth, and claws. But I come against you in the name of the Spirit of God. Today, everyone will know that even the smallest can be mighty when they have God with them. Oh no! I can't believe it! I've been defeated by this little bunny! David, I can't believe it! You did it! You defeated the Goliath zebra! Hooray! Hooray for David, the brave bunny! David, you were brave and trusted in the Spirit of God. And because you did, you saved all of us. It was God who won the battle, not me. God gave me the strength and courage. God is the reason I was brave and was able to defeat the Goliath zebra. Well, hooray for David! Hooray for David, the brave bunny! And hooray for God! Yay! Nice. Did you like hearing and watching the story? With courage and faith in God, David, the brave bunny, defeated Goliath, the mighty zebra. And because David won that battle, by believing in God, he proved that with God's help, even the smallest among us can achieve great things. That means even if you are small, like David the bunny, if you believe in God and have faith in Jesus, you too can do great things in your life. So, no matter what you are facing, even if it is scary, believe in God through Jesus, and God will help you through it. Thanks for coming today, kids. Pastor Travis will be out in a minute to talk more about this story. See you next time. Bye.
so smart. Okay, who wants to come up and tell me something you remember from the story? And anybody that wants to will get a turn, okay? Come on up, Kenley. Come on up. What do you remember from the story?
I play with my mommy.
Play with your mommy. Okay, good job. Okay, go sit down. Who can tell me something they remember from the story? Theodore, come on up. What's something you remember from the story?
That the bunny beat the zebra.
That the bunny beat the zebra. That's right. Okay, Bentley, come on up. What's something that you remember from the story? Grab a seat. Grab a seat. What's something you remember from the story, Bentley?
The zebra fighting the zebra.
That's right. This big zebra fought the little bunny. That's right. Caroline, come tell me something you remember from the story. Let's see right here. What do you remember from that story?
The buffalo.
You remember the buffalo, believer buffalo. Who does believer buffalo believe in? Let's hear it. Hey, Jesus and God, that's right. Okay, Sasha, come on up. What's something you remember from today's story?
The buffalo.
You remember believer buffalo too. Okay, good job. Brooklyn, come on up. What's something you remember from today's story?
The bunny beat the zebra up.
That's right, the bunny beat that giant zebra. That's right. Okay, you can go sit down. Declan, come on up, buddy. Oh, first Renly. Renly, what do you remember from the story? Good job, Renly. Okay, we'll sit back down. Okay, Declan, what's something you remember from today's story?
The bunny beat the zebra.
The bunny beat the zebra. That's right. Hey, go sit down. Okay, boy, come on up. Come on up, buddy. Come on up, buddy. What's something you remember from the story, buddy?
Daddy.
Yeah, he's around here somewhere, I bet. Good job. Okay, good job. Paxton, come on up. Paxton, what is something that you remember from today's story?
Mickey.
Really? Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to go that didn't get a chance to go? Okay. All right. You want to go again? Okay, come on up. You're going to start something. What do you remember from the story?
Bunny.
You remember the bunny. Okay. Oops. Now, who wants to tell me their favorite part of the story? What's your favorite part of today's story?
My dad.
Okay. Sasha, come on up. Sasha, what do you want to say about today's story?
Bunny.
Bunny, that's right. Theodore, come on up. What was your favorite part of today's story?
When the bunny was battling the zebra.
When the bunny was battling the zebra. I had a feeling you would say that. Bentley, come on up. What was your favorite part of today's story? Come on up and tell me. What was your favorite part of today's story?
The bunny was small. The bunny was small, and then the bunny got more strong.
That's right. Yeah, what do you want to say, Roy? You found something. Okay. That's right. Now, your parents or your grown-ups at home, they can read that story to you from the Bible, and you can find it in 1 Samuel 17. So, grown-ups, you can read that story from the Bible to your youngsters in 1 Samuel 17. Now, Bentley just told us that little bunny beat that big zebra, and that was some of you guys' favorite parts, was that battle. And that even though that bunny was so little, he still beat that big old zebra. How was a little bunny able to beat such a big zebra? How did he do it? Who wants to tell me how he was able to do it? was little bunny? Come on up. How'd that little bunny beat that big zebra, Holly? How do you do it?
My mommy plays with me.
Well, good. I'm glad. Theodore, come on up. How was that little bunny able to beat that big zebra? How did he do it?
Because he was actually David.
Yeah, he was like David, right? But how did David beat Goliath? David was just a young boy. How did he beat this giant Goliath? How did he do it?
With, I think with, a rock and a stick, I think.
Yeah, he used some small pebbles in a slingshot. Now, how could little David, with just some little pebbles and a slingshot, beat a giant Goliath? How did that work?
Hit him in the forehead.
He hit him in the forehead, but still, why did it work? Goliath had all this power and all this size. Why did it work? How did David defeat that giant? What was the real help that helped David?
Jesus.
God and Jesus, that's right. Okay. Because David had God and he believed in God and his heart was for God. That's how he was able to defeat that giant. So even when you're little and you come up against something in your life that seems big and just like a giant, with God, you can defeat that giant in your life. Okay, now, who wants to dance? Whoever wants to dance, come on right up here. Come on right up here, okay? All right. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Come on up. If you change your mind, you can come up and dance, okay? Okay, stand up. Stand up, guys, and look at the TV up there and see if you can do that dance.
Goliath was a man who stood very tall. David was a boy who was but small. Goliath wore armor and fought with a sword. David's armor was his faith in the Lord. One stone slung just by David's faith knocked the giant down, put him in his place. When the army saw what David had done, they turned on their heels and began to run. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. Goliath was a man who was very strong. David was a boy who knew right from wrong. Goliath bullied people using his size. David chose faith and that choice was wise. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. One stone slung just by David's faith knocked the giant down, put him in his place. When the army saw what David had done, they turned on their heels and began to run. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. Swing, 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 you don't have to be afraid. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave. With God on your side to open up your eyes, you can be brave, brave, brave.
If you like superheroes, you better come up with this next song. Grown-ups, the next Pew Puppets won't be until July 3rd. So this won't be here the next 2 weeks, but the third week it'll be back. July 3rd is the next Pew Puppets. So mark that down. Okay, now if you want to get something out of the treasure chest, you got to come stand in line. Okay, come stand in line. All right. Nope, down on the carpet. Back up, back up, back up, back up. All right. And after you get something out of the treasure chest, then you can find your grown-up, okay? Thank you for coming.